Hello, hello.
Resident Evil.
Hello, hello. So, today we're going to be trying these new slash old earbuds. I've had them for a while now. Forgot I had them. When I listened to them, anyway, yeah, they're Panasonic, what's the name? Panasonic ErgoFits. I bought like a bunch of them years ago, like probably over probably about 10 years ago at this point. And I bought them because actually no, yeah, it'd be between 10 and 15 years ago. And I bought them because I thought they sounded great. I bought like one pair and I thought they were pretty great. I liked the sound and the microphone seemed to work okay. So I bought some more. Somehow I'm down to one pair now, I think. I don't know where the other ones went, if they broke or lost them, I don't remember. But yeah, it was for like some kind of a thing. It was for like a good cause. I think it was for like sheltered rescued animals or something. I don't remember exactly, but figured, well, why not? So here we are trying them out. I don't know if they're still the same model, exact same model that's on Amazon today. I don't know if they've been improved, but I do see that they look exactly the same from what I can tell. At least they're still using the same photos anyway. But that's what we're using today. When I did the test with them, I thought that they sounded quieter than the Skullcandies I used yesterday, and maybe not as much clarity. Those Skullcandies, by the way, I don't know what model they are exactly. I could describe them to you, and maybe you could tell me. They might be a previous model of what they're selling on Amazon today, which is the Ink series. It's very possible. They do look stylish like that, and they look similar, but not exactly. I could see that some of the components have changed shape. Yeah, I'll describe those here in a second. I think those sounded pretty good, like really good actually. I figured they would, but my only problem with them is that yeah, they lose some of the high end. I wish they were just a little bit brighter, because I've noticed, like, when I was listening to them to my video playing it back yesterday, I listened with like some pretty bassy Bluetooth earbuds, and it sounded at times like it just sounded kind of muffled, a little bit more muted than I would have liked. And they usually sound great with every other headphones. Like my Black Sharks, it sounds great. I can hear and understand every word I'm saying with those, even with those earbuds that I use. So yeah, I would like a little bit more high end on them. So we'll see how these do. And if you've read the description, I put in there the exact names of these two new products that I found on Amazon. I've been shopping around for earbuds, and I found some Sonys. Sonys, yeah, go figure. I'm playing on PS4, so Sonys, that's kind of neat. I wonder if they're designed with this type of thing in mind. I tried to find ones, like looking at reviews that had good microphones. I skipped over a lot of them where I saw where I saw a lot of like feedback about the mic being bad. But there are a lot more. Actually, more specifically, I skipped over ones that had less than 4.5 stars rating. That's pretty much my, I pretty much try to buy any product I buy on Amazon. I try to buy stuff that has over a 4-star rating. 4 is good and everything, but I know you can potentially run into issues. But everything I bought from there, pretty much that's over 4 stars, has been amazing. So I've stuck to products that were 4.5 stars at least, and ended up buying these Sony headphones. Check the description for the name. It's a long name. Actually, I have it here pulled up on my phone. I can tell you what they are real quick. They are the Sony MD-REX 15 AP. So yeah, those have stellar rating, 4.3, 32,000, over 32,000 reviews. That's incredible. We'll see how the mic is though. And then there is the Skullcandies, which could be very similar or identical to the product I used last time I streamed. And those Skullcandies are, like I mentioned earlier, the Skullcandy inked earbuds. So yeah, the ones I have now, and once again, by the way, I'm using the Panasonic ErgoFits right now, not the Skullcandies again. So if it sounds different than my last stream, well, they should. But looking at these Skullcandies, I couldn't find a color combination quite like this anymore. They're kind of like an aqua blue color along the left earbud string with the microphone on it, and that same color is used for the tips. And then there is a dark blue, very dark. I don't know if it's royal or what, but yeah, that one's used on the back of the earbuds. And then the other strand of cable. Oh, also the aqua color's also at the tip, the part that you plug in. And then yeah, for most of the earbud, or like the cable rather, most of it's gray. So the right side going down, and then the majority of the cable itself is just a flat gray color, which I like. That's like my favorite color. Just like the neutrality of it. I think there's something to be said about that, but I won't get into that now. But there is a detail color. The Skullcandy logo on the back of the earbuds is the skull is black, and then surrounding the black is like a neon yellow, and that color is also between the dark blue on the backs and then a grayish, it's a gray that's like the same color as the cable, and then but it's speckled black, so it looks like kind of a cork, almost like a cork sort of look to it. And then yeah, like I said, between that, the gray with the speckled black and the dark blue, there's a ring of that neon yellow again. So yeah, I think that's pretty much, I think I did describe the whole thing. But yeah, looking at them compared to the new Skullcandies that they have on Amazon right now, they're noticeably different. The microphone looks different. The new one's more rounded. This old one that I have is more triangular. And then the part on the back of the earbuds, it juts out on the new one, and mine is just like flush all the way through. So I don't know if this is like a more expensive model. From what I could tell, it's not even available anymore. Maybe I should go to the Skullcandy store and see if it's there. I just did all my shopping on Amazon, so yeah, maybe I'll try to find out which ones I have now and see if they're even selling them, just for curiosity's sake. See where they compare in line, like with the rest of their products. See if they're putting like better microphones in some of their other earbuds and whatnot. So I suspect these are a higher end, because like I said, they're pretty darn good. The microphone is, I think, pretty stellar from what I've seen compared to other stuff, and they sound great too. Like I used to use these for music, actually, like performing on my drums and stuff, and I can hear quite a bit of, there's a good like stereoscopic sound, I guess, and high frequency response. I can hear like every nuance very well. I've more recently switched to like dedicated in-ear monitors, but these are what I used to use, and yeah, I think they're amazing. I would recommend them if I could tell you what model they are. If you want to know, let me know. I'll try to find them. I may just do it out of curiosity on my own sometimes. So yeah, we'll see. But so yeah, I wanted to update you on that, and this is just going to be a short video today. I've I said that last time too, but yeah, it could be a couple hours. I really only have until I gotta get going at 3:45, so I have another hour here. I've got a meeting to go to, so just wanted to keep this one short and update you on a couple of things. So there's that, and I have some so regarding like future videos, yeah, I still want to finish RE4 Separate Ways. I plan to do that tomorrow. I've got something on in the afternoon, but if I wake up early enough, I plan to do it then. And then as far as, last time I was talking about DJ, what's it called? DJ Max. No, I just forgot the name. Hold on. I had it pulled up here. Respect. DJ Max Respect, recommended to me by Brick Boy. It was actually on sale for $10. I thought about getting the demo, but figured, well, if it's on sale for $10, why not? So went ahead and picked that up. So look forward to that in a future stream. I would like to do more rhythm games because, like I said, I'm a musician and I kind of grew up on rhythm games in a way. Like when I was a teenager, I played, the rapper quite a bit, and then going into my early adulthood, it was all about like Guitar Hero and Rock Band and DDR. So yeah, I have a long history of playing those games. And yeah, I'd like to diversify, trying to find like new ones. Like I played that Hatsune Miku one the other day, and looking forward to trying this DJ Max one, and maybe streaming some Clone Hero in the future, so like on my computer. Yeah. So thanks again, Brick Boy, for that recommendation, and shout out to Rob V for keeping up with all my Resident Evil 4 Separate Way streams. Like, you're really showing up. I think that's really cool. So hope you get to make it to the one I'll be doing tomorrow, hopefully. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to cover right now. So I guess we'll just play this game a little bit. We should have those quests, actually. I was gonna see the one we did last time. Oh, I was wondering if it would still be available. I calculated that it wouldn't be available, that it would expire on 3 o'clock my time on the 24th, actually, which would be, it said it would expire at 9 o'clock, I think, or no, was it 6 o'clock on the 25th, which, yeah, it's the 25th now. No, was it 6 or 9? Something like that. It's that now. Well, I mean, it's the 25th now, but it's not quite 6. I think it said 6. Yeah, it says, I'm pretty sure it said 6. Yeah, so it's not quite 6 yet, but as you can see, it's gone already. So yeah, so like that was my time yesterday, I believe, at 3 o'clock. The however the calculations work, I don't know, I forget. I thought, yeah, midnight, but then I thought the days refresh at midnight, but then that event said it would end at 6. So I'm not sure exactly how that works. Maybe I'll figure that out later. But right now I'm not too worried about it. Just gonna see here. So we've got Neil and somebody else here. I will put a link to when the action actually starts here in this video. I want to play intentionally. I don't want to do take a lot of breaks, I guess, and like midstream, I guess. Like when I sit down to stream, I plan to just play the game and just get through as much as possible. I don't want to get in the habit of breaking it up too much, too many intermissions, I guess, just to make it more intentional, so that if you sit down to watch it, that that you're gonna get what you see is what you get, sort of thing, So I want to get in the habit of that. Like when I start and we just go. So yeah, I say we start it here. I'm trying to get all my characters to level 50. These guys are already at 50, so they do have their rest bonus. Oh, and actually, well, the daily missions reset here in 10 minutes. So, and I already have all my heart crystals, but might as well do these daily missions before they expire, because you can get a lot of XP. So we will use, Wesker's almost at 47. or 50 I mean, so and his rest bonus is better than these two, so I guess let's go and use him. Actually, no, let's use Alex. Hers is a little bit better, and I want her to get this XP bonus to catch up to everybody else, so yeah, that sounds like a plan. We are very close to getting level 10s on stuff. I think we got a level 9 something last time, I forget what it was. This mission. This is one of my, say it's one of my favorites. It's interesting just because I wish there were more missions like this, because you're just fighting a lot of these I don't mean like exactly like this, but I just mean with this kind of like fighting a lot of the same enemy, you know, like I would almost like for a mission, you know, where you're fighting like a bunch of big enemies, for example. Would be interesting, because I don't know, yeah, I think it's neat. Whew. Just barely dodged that bullet. Or should I say explosion? The rifle's really good on this mission. Unfortunately I don't have one, but I should be okay. I've done it with, like, this handgun is so beefy. It'll be fine. I have what I feel like is a pretty solid strategy for this level. Yeah, so I suspect these Panasonics I'm using now aren't as high quality as the Skullcandies, but maybe I'm also suspecting that they might be a little brighter as well. We'll see if that rings true. I love that. Come here, buddy. Step on up. This level is a bit like a shooting gallery, but with enemies being small, it kind of forces you to start moving around here at the end. Shit. shoot, that was dumb. Thought that that's the type of enemy it was at the last minute. Usually I'd have left this area by now, but with that Bewilder ability, that really buys you some time. Kind of looking forward to inheriting that. It might honestly replace my either my ground pound or probably not my ground pound. Probably the drill. Honestly, whoa! He just jumped all the way from the bottom. That was unexpected. Okay, there's just one more enemy. We should start to move so we can get these boxes without wasting too much time. I mean, I don't totally care about my time, but on my rankings, I kind of mentioned that. Oh wait, no, this is a daily mission. What am I thinking? I guess we just go for it. Whoops. I wish there was a stamina meter in this game. If there is, let me know, because it's hard for me to tell when my character is going to run out of stamina. So we do got time to squeeze in this next daily mission real quick. Before we get our next two.
Mission complete.
Need a couple more levels to get enough skill points to inherit it, so and her rest bonus is expired, so maybe next time. I mean, I could just do the next daily with her, probably be okay. I mean, probably get her there. Surely. This auto evade is pretty neat skill too. I'd like to get that one inherited as well. Almost had a perfect run that last time, huh? I got hit once. I rarely have perfect runs, I'd say. Usually get hit between 1 to 5 times, I think. Preferably by weaker enemies. So yeah, I used to just rely on the auto aim for the rocket launcher. Like when you aim, like that, how it locks onto the guy, and but I forget that it works for L1 as well. Yeah, but like I said, I used to use that, but I recently found out that it's almost better, especially if you're hitting these guys from long range, to use your gun. So you can see, you can put the dot on them and then just pop off the rocket launcher right away, and that will help with your accuracy, especially since auto aim doesn't work at a distance. And that's how I deal with that guy. Probably could have done that a little bit quicker. That there's that electric thing right there. I probably should have just used that. Oh wait, did we not get the error key yet? What's going on? Oh, forgot about this guy. I don't even really count them. I just mostly focus on the big guys. That was a bit of a time waster. Oh well. I don't know if your time even really registers on anything in these daily missions. I think they're just for experience, honestly, but I don't know, like, where would it even track? On RE.net or somewhere else? I don't know. Good, he doesn't have a shield. So here's what I mean about, yeah, you aim here, and then boom, pop it off. Really helps guarantee that shot. Whoa. I was hoping it would auto aim. That's why my first shot missed. I tried to lean it down a little bit, and then get the auto aim, and then make it count. Beyond Two Souls. That's a game I've been wanting to finish for a while, but I've struggled with it in the past when playing it. I don't want to play it by myself. I played it with other people, and things just got, let's just say, messy. Just some tension surrounding it, and the, messing up. It's not even just a story-based game, so really that shouldn't even matter, but the nature of the game is kind of stressful, I guess, like the story, dealing with that, and all the grief and stuff that you encounter in the story, and then playing with it, it with somebody else can kind of intensify that, I guess, so helps when you're playing with other people to have kind of a, not be so serious. Helps that when you're playing games by yourself too, to not be so serious as well, so you don't rage quit, Helps have a cool head. That's how the best players in the world, I'd say, they keep a cool head. As soon as you start getting heated, things can your performance is gonna go down, and like I said, if you're working on a team, there's gonna be issues, there's gonna be conflict, you may get agitated, and yeah, people don't like that. Welcome to those just tuning in. I hope my mic sounds okay. I'm trying a new microphone here today. Getting lucky. We up all night to have fun. We up all night to get some. We up all night to get lucky. Hey, what do you think you're doing? Rarely does this guy spawn up here anymore. Seemed like when I first started playing this, he regularly spawned right there on that platform, but then for a long time he started spawning below that. I don't know what triggers him to do either. I thought maybe if you rush after opening the gate, maybe if you rush the spawn point, he'll spawn below, because I've noticed, like, in this game, yeah, if you're too close to an enemy spawn point, they will not spawn in that location, but in a different location. But I purposefully didn't rush his spawn point one time, and he still spawned at the bottom, so I don't think that's the case. I think maybe I don't know. The programming wise, maybe I don't know if I don't think it's random necessarily, but there's something to do with the programming. Like, his spawn point is kind of torn between the 2 points, and so he doesn't know exactly where to spawn sometimes, I guess, or that it would fluctuate depending on exactly where it happened to be set that time, maybe. I don't know. I'm not a programmer. I programmed like one game in my life for a class I took in college a while back, and so yeah, that was back in actually not not too long before this game came out. That would have been back in 2009. So 6 years before this came out. So yeah. So don't take my word for it. But I do like trying to understand, wrap my head around game development and stuff. I think it's fascinating.
Hi bro, emoji waving hand, how are you today?
Hey! Let me see. I am pulling up my video here. My chat, I mean. Ah, Deathlord, hey. Good to see you again. I'm doing pretty good. How are you? Actually, I've just been kind of getting ready for a trip I've got coming up. I would be playing RE4 today, but I wasn't able to get to it in time with everything I had going on, but I will be playing that again tomorrow, I think, so probably tomorrow morning, so look forward to that, although my morning is probably not your morning. That would be, I'd like to start probably around preferably like before 11 Eastern, or I'm sorry, Mountain MDT, Mountain Time. Yeah, because I've got somewhere to be at 2:30. I'd have to leave by 2, so... Oh, nice. Good to hear. Yeah, so really, I'd rather start at 10, really. Give myself more like 4 hours would be better. I'd hope to finish it on my next playthrough, but might not. We'll see. I'm not exactly going to speedrun it either. I really want to continue to play thoroughly like I have been, but we'll see. What have you been playing? Anything or anything you want to chat about?
Bro, you very special in this game.
Oh, you think I'm good at it, you're saying? Thanks. That's what you mean? Yeah, thanks. I'm sure that's what you mean, right? I appreciate that. I've been playing it quite a bit. I think I have, I think I looked up my hours the other day, and I have over 100 hours. It was like I forget how I even saw that, but it was like 150, I want to say. I think it was below 150, but yeah, between 100 and 150, I want to say. Which is surprising, because my RE4, in RE4 I have like, it was pretty high up there as well. I was surprised at how many hours I have into that. But then again, the story in that one is much bigger than the story in this game, I'd say. It's probably, if I had to guess right off the top of my head, I'd say it was at least twice as long. But then again, so I haven't really been, all my time has been spent here in the raid mode. A good vast majority of my time has been spent here in the raid mode on this game. This is just, yeah, the story mode is okay. But I think this is just awesome. It provides so much replay value. Like all these like little RPG elements I think are cool. I typically don't like RPGs, I'd say. I mean, I like RPG elements, but a game that's too RPG heavy can be a bit daunting, you know, as far as like taking you out of the game and focusing more on like numbers and stuff. Like, I mean, I'm fine, number crunching is cool and everything, but I'd much rather be playing an action game than crunching numbers, if that makes sense. Although I love strategy, I'm okay with like turn-based combat and stuff like this, but yeah, when it comes to just playing a game, I'd much rather have those one-to-one controls and be playing an action game like this and just getting down to it. So I like that this game is action-centric with the RPG elements being, you know, definitely having a lot to do with like your stats and everything and how well you'll perform, but not having everything to do with that. So you can have the best, you know, the best weapons and stuff, but and they definitely do make things a lot easier, but there's still a lot of gameplay and skill to be achieved in the game. I'd say as far as Resident Evil games go, from what I've played, I don't know how this stacks up compared to 6 exactly, because I haven't played enough of that. I know there's quite a few, like that's a very action-centric game as well, but from all the RE games that I've played, yeah, this one has the most, you know, it's the most one-to-one, I'd say. Being able to like dodge whenever you want, especially, is a real game changer. Like, you know, you can dodge in any cardinal direction here, left, right, forward, and back, and each of those dodges has its own uses depending on who you're fighting. Have you played this game before? We just did that mission, maybe we don't do that one again. We'll do this one. The one thing that's kind of dated about this game is the tank controls. Is like when you're running around like this, you can accidentally run into a wall if you're not careful. Forgot he doesn't have the katana. Trying to get everybody the katana. He probably could have the katana now. I think I just need to save up some skill points. Oh no, I'm actually thinking I'm trying to free up that fort slot. Yeah, so like when you're running, like you can run sideways like this, and you can run diagonally, but so like when you start running, the character starts running in that direction, whichever way you're holding, which is nice. But it's not, you don't have like free running like you do in free running. Not that kind of free running, I don't mean parkour, but free running in the new RE4, so glad that you have now free running in that RE4. It makes it so much easier to bob and weave between enemies, whereas this is clunky, you know. When you're running forward like that, your character only turns so fast, so you can't really bob and weave through enemies like you can in RE4. But other than that, the controls are amazing. Perfect, I'd say. Take your time, buddy. Whoops. Thought I had that shot for sure. Welcome to the stream for those of you just now joining. Oh, we had that last shot. Probably would have counted. I did not mean to do that. That was about the clumsiest I've played this level in a while. Guess I kind of lost my focus when I started chattering. Not like I haven't been doing that this whole time, but I do tend to concentrate, play a little bit better for the most part when I'm just focused on that and not the other thoughts. I'm not going on autopilot mode. Although I have played this game enough to go on autopilot mode, that's how I'm able to talk and play at the same time. I do have over 100 hours in it, so I'd say maybe that's about how long it would take for most games for me to go on autopilot mode. Be curious to know those kinds of statistics. Of course, it would always depend on the complexity of the game, how much there is to learn, controls, how many buttons is involved in the game. Clearly, like a game that only has 2 buttons would be much easier to, much quicker to learn in general. Okay, so we got those bonuses, rest bonuses out of the way. I mean, they still have a lot of rest bonus, but they're all over level 50, so I don't really care. I guess we just go ahead and use up the rest to get Albert up to level 50 here. Firstly, I'd like to get that rocket launcher up to level 10. Makes it much easier playing some of these missions where you've got like 3 big guys to deal with, so you can just blow them up real quick. Now, I was considering doing the daily mission with him, but let's see, actually, let me look at, I'll probably do that tomorrow, maybe when I have more rest bonus. Or when I need those life crystals, need more to top off my life crystals, I guess. Yeah, let's not do it. I'll just do a harder mission here with Wesker. He's only 1 level down on this one. Let's do this one. So he's 3 levels under. Yeah, should get that. Use up that rest bonus a bit quicker, because I can dispatch enemies that are at this level almost as quickly as I could if they were level 48, a level higher than me. Three levels is not much to the weapon, to everything considered. So I'm doing almost fine with 1 hit, so yeah. Should just use the pistol. That was close. Right? Super great. Get rid of that guy. Giving them powers and whatnot. Whoopsie daisy. Alright, we gotta get rid of these bugs. Causing problems. Yeah, turn your back on me, thanks. Wow. Should I play any more sloppily? One more shot. Oh, that's funny. Wow. Yeah, so there is a ability that lets you dodge further. That would have really came in clutch right there. I would have been able to, had I even upgraded that once, I probably would have been able to avoid that hammer. Just happened to clip me, like probably close to the end of its frame cycle to or its, I forget what it's called. I looked this up once. There's like, it's like typically used in like fighting game terminology, like talking about frames, like your active frames, your late frames, and your current frames or something. I forget all the terminology used, but yeah, there's like 3 different types of frame data, I think, but
Mission complete.
I think it mostly has to do with like when you execute the attack. There's like when you initiate attack, there's like a period where your attack can't hit, but you also can't move. I think that's something. And then like there's a period where your attack can hit and you still can't move, and then a period where your attack will no longer hit but you're still stuck in the animation and once again can't move. I'm low on money, just realized that. So, and we're down a life crystal as well. So what I would like to do, we still got some rest bonus. Let's look at this daily here. So the select character, Hunk, can do that. Get the life crystal back, make a little bit of money, I think. Might be a good idea. He is at level 77. I would like to get another one of my characters to level 100 so I can do 2 characters local co-op at Code Red. I mean at least level 90, right? If we're trying to go for, especially if we're trying to go for the all of the medallions. I was also thinking Hunk's ability, he's got this and I do have it inherited already. He was like the character I first started using in raid mode, and so like pretty much the first, it wasn't the first ability I inherited, but it was like the first ability that I started upgrading heavily with the sneak ability or whatever it's called, where he can turn invisible to the enemies. But then I found like late game, I fail to understand how it actually works, because like it seems like the enemies would still see me, but it's possible that I just don't understand that when you shoot your gun that they see you, when you have to go around, sneak around, you have to do it. But you have to not get hit, first of all. If you get hit, I think that reveals your location, but also if you maybe it's possible that if you shoot that reveals your location as well. So yeah, I'm just not too keen on the mechanics yet, and I'm thinking that if I was, maybe I could like just focus more on sneak attacking enemies, like getting them from behind and taking them out quickly, especially with the katana. And I don't know like how much damage it would do per se, but I think it would do a considerable amount, and being able to just finish them up quickly like that, I think would be ideal. So yeah, I'll probably experiment with that at a later date. Maybe not today here, but definitely at a later date. Yeah, I ended up swapping it out for the drill because that one became much more reliable. I love the music in this game too. This song in particular reminds me of Parasite Eve. Sounds like a lot of stuff I've heard in those games. Might even be inspired by it. I don't know. But yeah, this might be my favorite song. But the other ones are cool too in their own right. So maybe not my favorite. Just really depends on the mission. And I haven't paid too much attention to like which songs they chose for each mission and how they correlate to the action. If like night missions maybe, for example, or have like a particular soundtrack, it's possible that they might depend on like this one's like an office building mission, and maybe these types of missions tend to have this song. I don't even know how many songs there are. I want to say there's at least 3. Yeah, there's a strategy too with the rocket launcher. Just shoot at the ground, because the area of effect damage is going to do is going to be just as great, if not decent enough to get the job done. And it's like it's you know, more of a surefire way to make sure that your hit's gonna count. Yeah, so if you're shooting at an enemy if there's a chance, like you saw in the last mission, not this last one, but the one before that, where my rocket just went to the side of the enemy, yeah, in that case, if there's a chance of that, maybe it's just better just to shoot it at the ground. You just have like a short window where you can like aim, like once you fire it, you know, once you activate it, you can actually aim it real quick and point it towards the ground. That's usually the time that I take to put it down there. I won't spend all of my money, so I'll have some left over. Ooh, new skill slot. Okay, now here's where I like to put my armor here. I like to put my melee master down here. Excellent. He's almost at level 10 there, so that'll be nice, because at level 10 you get 3 rockets. I don't know if I explicitly stated that earlier. Now we are going to, we got a little bit of time left, got about 10 minutes here, so let's see what else we want to do today. Oh yeah, I did want to get Alex up to 50. Guess let's go back to doing that. Normal mission, so this one shouldn't be as hard as that last one we did. Maybe, depending on the mission. There's every mission I pretty much got a strategy. I do have a strategy for. I say pretty much. No, I do have a strategy for every mission that is not a surefire way not to die, but minimizes my chance of dying and maximizes my time. Oh, I forgot it was this one. We already did this one. Oh well. Not with him, but with somebody else. So I don't really care about getting medallions with everybody. I don't know what's the point. I guess maybe for your booster rank or whatever on online, but I'm not really worried too much about that right now. Especially since I don't have any parts in any of my weapons, so I could be doing much better than I am. Oh yeah, we only have 2 rockets, so shoot. Get out of my way. Maybe I should have saved both of them for the big guy. Oh no, but he's not gonna have a shield. I'm on normal, so it should take care of him. Shoot, I already blew up the generator. That's not ideal. Although I don't. Will this guy even have a shield? I don't. Oh yeah, he does have a shield. Okay. Oh well, should be able to take him out fairly quickly here. If he'll turn around. Okay, should hit him in the back here. That guy who slowed me up last time over there. Took care of him pretty quickly. Might get a better time here than with Barry. Yeah, so like, the character I played with the most in this game is Chris. He was the guy I got up to, you see, my only level 100 guy. And when I found out he had the rocket launcher, that's when, yeah, things got serious, and I went ahead and got that up to level 10 and inherited it. That was made that a priority once I found out how good it was. Had I known how good it was, I would have started with him before I started with Hank, and then switched to Pedro after that. I would have just skipped straight to Chris. But wasn't so bad. And then we got there eventually. Woo! That almost got me, I'd say. There's a guy over here, so. So that actually goes over, it does go over your head. That's interesting, but that's probably exploitable. Thing that happens sometimes with the auto aim, aiming for a guy, and it happens to go someplace you don't want it to go. That went a lot better than it did with Barry, so my time should be better. Didn't see what my time was then, but this should be better, I would think. Although I do think I did the same thing there too. Whoops. Do you think I killed the big? Maybe killed the big guy quicker with Barry? I don't remember.
Mission complete.
Okay, now there's no rest bonus, but if we do a high enough level, we might be able to get to the next one. Let's see. How about a 53? It's normal, so it shouldn't be too hard. This might be the last one I have time for. We'll see. We'll see where we're at. Okay, there's my alarm. I will set it for, push it back a few minutes here. Set it for, yeah, 5 minutes from now. Typically in this level the enemies blow up, but on this early of a level they don't, so I'm kind of gonna exploit that by running up on the guys. Not something I would normally do. guy just like spawned right on me. That was weird. I was just saying earlier how they typically don't do that. They usually spawn in different locations, but maybe because I turned my back to the lizard for a while. They don't. Yeah, I don't know. That was interesting. See, there's so much nuance to this game. I still don't have everything quite figured out yet, so there's still much more. A lot of mastery for there to be had, I'd say. Where'd he go? Did he go around this way? What? Did he go all around the building? The last buddy? Something I've noticed is that these shield guys, I think their shield kind of works like the same way that my shield does, or my coat of armor does rather, whereas like it actually slows them down. It makes them sluggish like a large enemy. See how slowly he was beating his chest? Yeah, typically they would beat their chest faster than that. Same with like the coat of arms. At earlier levels, rather it actually does slow you down. So the level I have it on Wesker right now, it's not maxed out. I think it's at level 1, so yeah, it does slow me down by quite a bit. Yeah, see how much faster it's supposed to be beating their chest? That's something, a little nuance that's worth noting. I think I mentioned this in maybe my first stream of this game, but this game has taught me a lot about controller skills, as far as learning to actually hold the controller differently, which, you know, once I have played a game enough, I tend to do this, but I've really paid attention to like how I do it in this game. Like, for example, and the greatest example is, I'll tell you in a second. I want to get with these guys. I want to focus real quick. I usually wait for this guy to come out here, because he's one way right now, but what I like to do is make sure he's doing this, and doing that. But, yeah, so like when I'm reloading, I've learned how to move my right hand onto my hold on a second. Over to my left stick, so that way I can keep reloading while I move, instead of stopping to reload, because typically, well, you can press what am I trying to say? Oh, switching your weapons. Yeah, so when you're switching your weapons, you have to take your hand off the left thumbstick and onto the D-pad, because the D-pad is how you switch weapons. And I found myself doing this in RE4 now as well too. So you can keep moving. I'll slide my right thumb over to push forward on the left joystick while I change my weapons with my left thumb. So yeah, just a cool little technique there that I've found, where, you know, instead of having my fingers glued to where they would normally be, I end up moving them. Alright, that's my alarm again. I think this is where we stop, but let's go ahead and check out this gesture real quick before we end it. We did end up getting just enough XP, didn't we?
Mission complete.
Yeah, so another, so yeah, you're gonna see me playing some games. Like, this game I'm very familiar with, so yeah, it's kind of more of you know, you're gonna see my skill in it. But my plan for streaming games, I do want to, there's some bunch of demos I want to get off of my PS4 to make room for other games, so you'll probably see me streaming some of those here after I finish this Separate Ways anyway. So yeah, I look forward to that. So yeah, you're not always gonna see me acing games like I am in this one. You will see me fumble quite a bit on some new games, so that should be interesting. I hope you can enjoy my mistakes as much as I will. And just the whole learning the game. I just spent all my money. Okay, so what are we doing? Gestures. Which one did I get? Let's see, it was called... It was laughing. So one of these laughings? No, it wasn't those. Is it just called laughing? As I pass it? Oh, is it? Oh, it's this one, laughing one. That's like the maniacal evil boss laugh. It's actually an interesting pose. I mean, the way he's like really getting into it, really cocking that head back. You know, you sound like a big laugh like that, right? Especially with the arms crossed and everything. Very evil, very, very menacing. Kind of fitting of Albert, but I think the one that I have on him now is better, and I think I've tried to go with like more realistic gestures, you know. So this one I feel like, yeah, the arms crossed, yeah, he's like, he means business. Like you're not getting through him. Yeah, I think this one's very fitting of him. And I've tried to give characters gestures that I thought were fitting, just for fun, you know, just to, it's kind of a nod to the gestures and what they represent, and just trying to embrace my understanding of the characters as well. So very cool. Okay, but yeah, I think that about wraps it up. I will not be able to get to this other daily mission I have. It is a oh, I can choose anyone. Do I have time for that? It's tempting. I mean, actually no, I want to get more rest bonus, so I may end up doing it tomorrow real quick before I start the RE4 run, but I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, I will catch y'all on the flip side.